Hi guys, this will be my last video before I hit the trail in a few days time. Just a quick update on where I am. I was at the US Embassy a few weeks ago and got my 6-month visa, so I'm all set from that perspective. This is going to be my gear video, running through what I'm taking for the trip. To start off with, this is my pack. It's a Trajectory 55 litre from 3FUL in China. I'm really happy with this. I took it on a 3-day hike up in the English Lake District a few weeks ago. Went through some quite extreme weather with it, and very happy. It carried the weight, it's extremely comfortable. It's all sitting on my hips with no weight at all on my shoulders, which I was pleased about, so fits like a glove. I've got a few additionals that I've added. I've got the water bottle holder and the iPhone pouch, and then of course on the outside I've got hand sanitizer, thermometer and a whistle. The only thing I would critique about this is that the pockets are maybe a bit on the small side, but I am going to be carrying a fanny pack or bum bag while I'm out there to carry additional items with me. The advantage of that is that whenever I take my backpack off, I'll have the important things like my credit cards and passport with me when I go into shops and things, so I do like that. It's got quite large mesh pockets on the outside for water bottles, rain gear and anything else I might want to carry. And I did pay a little bit of extra money for the quick unpack option. So to go with the pack, I'll have a pack liner to go inside, just as to double up on the waterproofing. And for the outside, I've just got a Thru-hike rain cover for the pack as well. So it's 2 extra layers to go with it. As I said before, got the bum bag that important things will go in. So for my tent, I went for the Lanshan 2, also from 3FUL in China. It's pretty much a copy of the very popular Z-Pax duplex. It is slightly heavier, but I just couldn't justify the additional price for the duplex. This is about 1/4 the price. And to give you an idea, the tent, its footprint, my pack, sleeping bag liner, inflatable sleeping pad and the foam pad all came to less than what a duplex would. So like I say, it's difficult to justify. And this is only a pound and a half heavier. While I've been training, I've lost 6 pounds in body weight, so I think it's a valid trade-off. For my quilt, I didn't scrimp here. I went for the very popular Enlightened Equipment Revelation. I went for the long and wide version. This is a custom-made quilt, so I went for the green and charcoal. I'll show you this when I'm out on trail. It's good down to -1 degrees centigrade. With this, I've gone for a fleece sleeping bag liner, which should give me another 10 degrees. But as I'm starting in April and should be finished by the end of September, I'm not expecting to experience too extreme temperatures. For my sleeping pad, I've gone with a Thru-hike inflatable, and I'm going to couple that with the foam sleeping pad. This was only £45, which is a lot cheaper than the more popular Thermarests, but this in conjunction with this will give me an R value of 6.2, which means that I'll be nice and cosy and shouldn't get too cold off of the ground. So for my clothes on trail, this is pretty much what I'll be wearing during the day. For trousers, I've got Crag Hoppers convertible, so with the zip off legs. I've had two pairs of these for the last 15 odd years, and they've been out on every hiking trip with me, and I love them. The two I already own were getting a bit threadbare, so I thought I'd invest in some new ones. And I was very pleased when these came through to find that they've got 2 extra zip pockets and a belt, which my old ones didn't have. Then on top, I'll be wearing a combination of an old ski and base layer, a polyester t-shirt, and just a basic regatta fleece. Depending on the temperature, it'll be some combination of these. On my feet, what pretty much half the hikers these days seem to be wearing is the Injinji liners with the toes, underneath darn tough socks. I've wore these on a number of occasions now and they're excellent. Never even get a hint of a blister. So 2 pairs of those. For any additional warmth, I've got my buff, keep me warm around the neck or keep the sun off my head. I'm taking 2 pairs of gloves for everyday wear. I've got some old cycling gloves with the fingerless. These will help with the trekking poles, using them for many hours during the day. Also a little bit of warmth, and they're also very good for scrambling over rocks. So they'll be during the day. For colder times and in the wet, I've got some waterproof gloves for in the rain. Then at night, I've just got top and bottom base layers and some woolly socks. I'm hoping that it's going to be warm enough through the summer that I don't actually have to wear those, but initially and maybe later in September I will. And then I'm just taking a town shirt for when I'm doing laundry in towns. For wet weather, I've got a regatta Pacamac. I wore this out in the lakes a couple of weeks ago in some quite extreme rain, and it kept me very dry. And just some basic waterproof trousers. And then for around camp and town, I've got a Mountain Warehouse puffy. And for footwear, I've got some standard Peter Storm Arnside walking shoes. These are own brand from Go Outdoors here in the UK, which is the equivalent of REI over in the US. And for around camp at night and whenever I need to traverse a river, Crocs. Food and water. I've decided for my water system to go with the Sawyer Mini in conjunction with the CNOC 2 litre water bladder, and I'll also have a couple of other plastic water bottles, which will give me about 3.5 litre capacity, which should be more than enough. For cooking, .75 milliliter cook pot. In here I've got my knife, cutting cheese and whatever else I need to. A lighter to light the stove, a little cloth, and this is the PRS pocket rocket. Amazingly only weighs 25 grams, which sits on top of a gas canister. So onto my electronics. The camera I'll be taking is the iPhone 12, which I'm filming on at the moment. I'll charge that with this US charger. It's got one USB and 2 USB-C ports for fast charging. Got numerous leads to allow for all my charging needs, and for when I'm on trail I've got the Anker Power Core 2 20,000, which should be able to charge an iPhone up to 6 times, and then I'll charge this each time I get into town every 4 or 5 days, which should be more than enough. I've also got a little lightweight tripod for the camera, which I can also use as a selfie stick. In terms of lighting, this is the pretzel headlamp. As you can see, very lightweight. And one of my luxury items, I have tried, but I struggle to edit my videos on the phone. My eyesight's not great and my stumpy fingers don't help. So in order to edit my videos, I've got the iPad mini. Extra weight, but it's something I need. Additional items, I've got the usual plasters, painkillers, Imodium. Here I've got toothbrush, toothpaste, beard comb, some flakes for washing, pee bottle so I don't have to get up in the middle of the night. There's my cord and bag for hanging my food at night. If there's not a bare box or bare cables available, then you're expected to hang your food in the trees at night to keep the bears away from camp. A mosquito net for when I get further north and it gets warmer. Other items that you need: toilet paper, wipes, and the trusty Juice of Spades trowel for digging cat holes. Here I've got some bug spray, sun lotion, and body glide. Also a small mending kit, some scissors, tweezers, that sort of thing. My trekking poles, I've gone with Lecky. I did try some cheaper poles than this, but within the first day the plastic clips here, one of them broke, so I immediately took them back and invested in more expensive poles with the metal clips, and these have been good. Another luxury item is the umbrella. I know there's a lot of discussion on the trail about pros and cons, but I definitely want to keep dry whenever possible. And then I've got a number of dry bags for my food. My quilt will go in one of those for extra protection, and my electronics will also go in one. And I think that's it. So thank you for watching, and I'm excited to get out on trail in the next few days. I should have knelt on something.